Growing up, I was a lazy kid and I never really had discipline in my life. Back then, I would consider that motivation. I had tons of motivation. I feel like we all have motivation in our lives. Whoever it may be, it might be somebody famous who motivated you, a public speaker who motivated you, your family member, your parents who motivated you. But me personally, I hate the word motivation, which is weird because I grew up on that. But if I were to say a different word, my word is discipline. Because discipline for me has so much more meaning than motivation. I see motivation as a drug because you don't have motivation forever. Once you lose that motivation, then what? What's going to keep you going to go work out or do your run or study? Like once you lose that motivation, how are you going to get back on track? With discipline, it gives you a different mindset on accomplishing your goals and taking the next step to action to it. I see motivation as like a high to keep on going, like a pre-workout. But eventually, all that stuff goes down. And then what? Once it's gone, you're going to keep on doing that extra set. You're going to do that extra lap. You're going to do that extra day. Like, what's next? I'm not saying it's bad to have motivation, but discipline has way more meaning than motivation to me. Let me give you a personal example. For me, I've always sucked at doing push-ups. I never gotten past 20. Last year, I was reading Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. And in one of his chapters, he mentioned he did a certain amount of hours of straight pull-ups. I forgot how many hours it was, but it was non-stop straight pull-ups. And he beat the record for most pull-ups done. And that motivated me to get better with my push-ups. So what I did was I set a date. And during that date, I will have to do 100 push-ups during that day. Not in a row, but throughout that day, I had to get my 100 push-ups done. But then there was days where I felt like I didn't want to do it. Obviously, the motivation slowed down on me when I finished the book. And obviously, I had my days because I finished the book. I just didn't want to do this challenge anymore. I still do those 100 push-ups to this day. I also added another challenge for myself to do 50 chin-ups every single day as well. So that's 100 push-ups and 50 chin-ups. Not in a row, but I basically got to get it done. So on July 2nd, 2023, I've done 100 push-ups daily. And on August 1st, I've done 50 chin-ups daily. Now, here's the thing with discipline. I haven't done that daily. I've missed 3 days. And I remember exactly why I missed those 3 days. The first time I was so blackout drunk, I couldn't do it that day. And I'm being 1000% honest. And that's why I'm sober now. The second reason, I was extremely sick. I caught a cold fever unit. It was the worst fever possible. I told myself I was going to do it. But once you fall asleep and you're sick, you don't wake up until hours later. And I woke up the next day. And the last reason why I missed the day was I'm pretty sure I just forgot and I was extremely busy. But I punished myself those 3 times by doing double the next day. That's the thing with motivation. You're going to miss stuff. You're not going to be fully aware. You're not going to put your all into it. Discipline, you got to do it. Like, that's the thing. You got to wake up and do it. You got to have this in your mind. Your mindset has to change to have discipline. If it doesn't change, you're not going to have discipline, bro. I don't know how to explain it else. And I'm pretty sure now I can do like 50 or like 60 in a row. But bro, I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna stop there just because I've done 20 and I'm doing 60 now in a row. I'm stopping, like I'm good. No, bro. When I first started doing this, the goal was to do it for a year. But honestly, I don't think that's the goal anymore. There is no goal. I'm gonna just keep on doing it. That's the thing. Like, discipline, you're not supposed to have a goal. Okay, I'm gonna stop at, like, for what? Obviously, there's different reasons if you're cutting weight or something. If you're gonna set like an accomplishment like I've done, you're just like, why will you stop? For those of y'all probably who are struggling to run, try and do a mile in under 9 minutes. That is reasonable, bro. You should be trying to do that. Like, a lot of people could do a mile in under probably 10 minutes. It doesn't sound impossible unless you actually try. Like, once you drive to the gym or once you're in the gym or something, whatever the case may be, once you get into that office to start work, once you open your laptop to start your first video or whatever the case may be, or like you're in the studio to make your first song, you gotta have the mindset, I'm here, I gotta do it. You gotta do it. Not I'm motivated to do it. Because next week, you're not gonna be motivated to do it. What would be the new reason for your motivation? Like I told you, that book Can't Hurt Me was my motivation. And it's gone. Like, I remember the book. It was a really good book. Like, I don't think about David Goggins while I'm running. I'm not screaming, carry the boats while I'm not doing none of that, bro. I could name you a bunch of people who motivated me to lose weight, start my health journey. I thank those people. I have family members who I'm motivated by, who I aspire to be. And if I'm being 1000% honest. But here's the thing, with motivation, there always comes an end to it. That's why I truly believe discipline never ends. I really mean that. It changes your mindset and it helps you live a better lifestyle. with discipline. And like I said, it's whatever the case may be. My example that I gave you, that's my personal reasons. Whatever challenges you guys are having, I strongly recommend, yes, probably start with motivation, because it's really, really hard to gain discipline. But once you have the motivation, you got to flip that switch and turn that motivation into discipline. How? Start setting goals for yourself. Start waking up at this time, start going to sleep at this time, start eating these foods, because diet really helps change your mindset, bro. Drink a lot of water, there's thousands of things you can search up online how to better my mindset. Foods, water, it's like tons of things, bro. And there's a bunch of shit out there that can like destroy your mental. I just want to end off this video by saying, remember, the next time you feel motivated, you got to flip that into discipline, because discipline is what matters the most. Discipline never goes away. Motivation is temporary.